welcome to Cosplay Stitch and Seam. I'm Pennon.
I'm Vfire.
And I'm David.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
Nice getting the, deep voice, David.
Yeah, we're just right here. This is the Cosplay Stitch Power Hour, baby.
Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Send us your best disc jockey moments.
You can send us those, I guess. There's a few places you could send your best DJ impressions. First is our email, which is cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com, or
you can go to the website, cosplaystitchandseam.com, and we've got our contact forms there, or
go to the Facebook page. Tell us the fantastic disc jockey voice that you are doing while you're making your cosplays, because I know that I do that every now and again. I'm like, that's not where that's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's a great time.
I make sound effects while I work.
While you're on the internet and joining our fantastic community of people who want to see you grow, if you're not a big fan of Facebook and you're on the internet already, we do have a Discord server. We've got a great community of people. There was some hot goss in the server for a while. Oh. And it's one of those I am the responsible adult. Maybe I should step in after I finish this bucket of popcorn. It was completely harmless. Nobody was naming names. Nobody was pointing fingers. They were just like, this is a concerning behavior, and if I saw this happening in a lot of different people, it'd be very concerning. So it was fine. It was lovely. And while you're on the internet, if you want to help out the show, you can share the podcast with a friend, leave a review, Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Those really help the algorithm. Share our podcast with other people. And of course, we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/cosplay stitch. For $3 a month, you can get a shout out on the show every single episode. And for $5 a month, you can join our
Cosplay Chronicles,
where we have a great time. We do a live stream. We also make it available later. So if you want to watch it, then you are more than welcome to.
Yay!
Yeah.
Booyah!
Yeah. So Vfire, you got to go to a convention last weekend.
Yeah, you did too.
I did. But it was your jam this time. So tell us a little bit about what our interviews are about.
Yeah, we went to Isekai, and I got to interview a couple of people about their cosplays, and it was a ton of fun. One of them was a really big group of they were just this really chill group of friends, and they had just really fun stories to share and things to talk about. They were very, very cool. A couple of them were from the contest, and someone just random walking by and just wanted to chat. Some Cult of the Lamb. And things like that. It's super duper fun.
Your Cult of the Lamb looked really good too, by the way. It was so good.
Thank you. It was very much it is 2 a.m. I am not adding the collar to this, and I'm not lining this cape. And so I'm burning all the edges of my cape while Sadie's please don't give yourself a headache.
Plastic fumes.
Plastic fumes. Oh man, I got 2 hours of sleep before the Saturday and the contest. Oh,
I'm too old for that. I got dubbed a con mom though, which was fun. I also got dubbed con elder, since I was the oldest one on the judging panel. And
as we were going on, they called all of us the old guard, and I was the
old guard. I mean, excellent movie with Charlize Theron, just saying.
Nice.
I would like to be an immortal cosplayer living through the centuries. That would be great.
I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I'd love to see where cosplay would be in 20 years.
Yeah, 30 years, 50 years. Why not?
100.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
but my favorite panel, I mean, I know we had a really fun time at the cosplay contest and saw lots of talented people, but I think one of my favorite memories was there was a panel afterwards about how people got started in competitions, and I realized I had judged almost everybody on the panel at some point when they were starting out as cosplay babies. So it was just like a really warm, fuzzy feeling to hear them talk about those memories with, I don't know, with their warm fuzzies as well. So
I really enjoyed seeing in the contest and just like overall, like with our friends and whatnot, like what connections we had from the past.
Yeah, it's wild. Sometimes you won't even realize that you have met someone at another con. Like even like, especially post-pandemic, I'm like, I don't remember anyone's faces until you tell me the cosplay I saw you last in. And then I'm like, oh, yes. Otherwise, so I had to have a couple people like, remember this cosplay? Yes. So
yeah,
the magic of cosplay.
The magic of cosplay. La.
You have very different eyebrows in that cosplay. How am I supposed to recognize you now?
I love how I don't know how much like little cosplayers that I saw at like the teenage convention ToshoCon, how they've grown into, you know, intermediate and masters now and are just kicking butt. Oh my goodness, it's so cool. And just seeing that growth, not just with their skill, but like with being supportive of each other and having each other's backs, you know, in the contest and at the con. Just, I don't know, this is just such a great community to see at Isekai, and I hope that keeps growing. I really do. It's super, super nice.
Definitely. Definitely. The audience was so warm, and like, I don't know, there was like a cheer squad in the front row. That
oh my
was
gosh,
just,
yes.
Did not matter who was cosplaying, if they knew what it was from, if it was a friend or not. They were just screaming and so excited and so like, yeah, do it. You are so good.
Yes, I hope they got that water that I told them to drink.
Yeah. I'm going to have no voice by the end of the con, but
yeah.
I think one of them was like, my voice is already gone. Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's hear some stories from folks that you met up with.
All right, I am now here with
I'm May.
Gracie.
My name's Liz.
I'm Ellie.
Awesome, and I want to know who you guys are all wearing. Let's describe this for the viewer or listeners, not viewers.
I'm in a Pom Pom Pern cosplay that I made partially last night and partially this morning, so very rough.
Wow, it looks great.
I mean, it's thrifted, and then I made the hat this morning in like 15 minutes, so, you know, it works.
I'm cosplaying Charlie from Has Been Hotel. I also made this cosplay like a week ago, so it's, you know, kind of a rush for all of us.
It looked so good when I saw you across the way. I was like, Charlie!
I'm cosplaying Catching from Genshin Impact, and I, too, was also fixing things last night at 12:30, so I'm pretty tired, but it's okay.
I'm cosplaying Hu Tao from Genshin Impact. I've kind of had this cosplay for a while, so I haven't really had to do anything until this morning when the wig was like a whole catastrophe, but we're through that now.
Kind of halfway.
Survival Hu Tao is my sister's favorite. She was trying to roll for Hu Tao, and this hilarious thing happened where she was showing me all of her different characters that she had gotten in the game, so she was just changing characters on screen, and I just randomly rolled while she was doing this and got Hu Tao, so I just casually switched, and you see her character stop and then start running in circles all angrily. She was so mad. Oh, man. So how, you guys were saying that today's your first day at con, which right now we are on day 3 Sunday. So how's the first day for you guys been?
I mean, fun. I'm just glad to be at a convention for at least one day, even though I was like busy. It's nice. I love conventions, so I'm just happy to be able to make it to one day, really.
Yeah, we were really tired on the car way here, and then we had coffee.
We were making fun of me.
but we eventually got coffee, and then we were like, yay! And it's been, I don't know, it's been good environment here so far, so.
I'm having fun. My foot kind of hurts, and we've been walking through this artist alley for like an hour and a half. And I just like to whine. That's what this is.
It's been an hour.
It's pretty good so far. Again, like May said, I'm just happy to be at a con because it's been since Bonsai, and I've been wanting to go to a con for like the past month now, and I've just been waiting.
leading like up to this, I was like, man, I really need some convention vibes. And then I was like, wait, Isekai's coming up. Oh yes, this has like been like the perfect like fill for that. Like, I've had my fill. I can wait a few more months until the next one. Heck yes.
Yeah.
So, you guys said you were walking around Artist Alley. Have you seen any like really cool art that you've enjoyed?
Oh, so many things. I'm gonna have to spend all of my money. Just lots of like, I don't know, like Spy Family. There's a lot of Spy Family that I love, and Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh my gosh.
And a lot of Sanrio that I need.
Is this one keychain of Kyo? Okay, well, I got this shirt and it says, I'll get over it. Just need to be dramatic first. And that was me all morning. But, and there's this keychain over there of Kyo from Fruits Basket, and it's literally adorable. I like think I need it.
And she has a Kyo cosplay, so that's like the thought. Like,
We do Kyo and Toru together.
Yeah, I've kind of just been looking around. Like, I was expecting to see more like Persona 3 stuff because the remake for Persona 3 just came out. But it's also like the third day, so there's probably not as many people here. So, but it's been also cool. Like, I'm like thinking about what I want to spend my money on.
Sweet. So, you guys were telling me that last year, you had a little cosplay horror story to share. Who?
Yeah. So it was me and May. We were in the car, and we had decided to go to this ice cream shop on Temple Square. It's like a very Mormon place, and we got these milkshakes. And on the way home, like, so you were cosplaying Noelle, right? Yeah. And
huge bell sleeves, basically, and a deer tail. So that was really awesome, walking in a thing with like horns and a deer tail. But yeah, and then huge bell sleeves. So
and I was cosplaying Makima from Chainsaw Man, and then the sleeves of that one's bell, like the bell sleeves, got caught in the ice cream and dragged it all over like the center console of the car, all over my sleeves somehow. It was, and then we had to park in a parking lot, and there was a police officer like sitting there, like, you know, surveying the area, and and we pull up and we're trying to fix this like right in front of this police officer at like, I don't know, it was like 11:30 or something like that. So
Ice cream debacle, no!
yeah, there was some washing that had to be done after that.
The stains got out though, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh good, oh good, it was
I was
rescued in the end.
It was rescued in the end. I'm like, that cosplay needs to be remade. It was not the best made, but it's okay. An attempt was made. And it's like my first time sewing anything, so I'll take it.
Hey, first time sewing anything. I was awful, so.
No, you're good. I get it.
Addicted to sewing.
I know. Well, you like your first cosplay was Purah from Tears of the Kingdom, and it's like this like immaculately made cosplay.
Yeah.
It's
your
so
first
good.
cosplay?
Yeah, and it was like my
Handmade.
first. It was my first sewing project, and like
It's
it was
gorgeous.
awesome, and it's like my prized possession. I like remade the skirt just like a couple weeks ago, and I like appliqued it all on, and it looks so good. I used like clear vinyl underneath the skirt. It looks so good.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
I was like, how? How did you pull that off? Like, I was so amazed.
Luck.
So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So is there any social medias that you want to give shout outs to, and say it a little loud because the event over there is starting?
Yeah, so I'm bumbleebees.cos or some variation of that on TikTok and Instagram. So yeah.
I'm grassycos on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm fizzycos on Instagram and TikTok, and there are variations of that too. So.
I'm ellesbells or ellesbells cosplay. I don't actually know what the Instagram. I think the Instagram might just be ellesbells. And then on TikTok, it's ellesbells cosplay with 0 posts because I'm so good like that.
It gives the potential. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming in and interviewing. Like, you guys look all amazing, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
You too.
I am now here with
Matthew, also the creator of Gen CL.
Gen CL?
It's a cool series about a giant community of cult leaders.
Oh, hey! No wonder you like the Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah.
So you said you've got some costumes that you've created. Tell me about them, man.
It's basically my hot chocolate cult leader fleece, which is orange with a mug pattern, with a ceramic mug piece. It's for the bell part, you know.
Oh, really cool. That is so awesome, man. How long have you been playing Cult of the Lamb?
I got the game last year on April.
Oh, sweet. Where can people find you online, like for if they wanted to see your fleece or check out this creation, Genciel.
It's not really a business I'm doing, but it's a cool series that I'm showing to people.
No, I think that's great. I love seeing like new creatives doing things like that, and I'm interested. I like cult stuff now that I'm been playing this game. So
not only I have a 3D printer, but I also do ceramic stuff. You know the gold bars in the game?
Yeah.
I made several of these along with the coins.
Oh, sweet.
The necklace.
Yeah.
I made both of the golden one and the bone one.
Oh, sweet. Those necklaces are so fun in the game. I love giving them to like my favorite followers.
I even made a new necklace with the beads.
Oh wow! Did you make the 3D models, or were you able to find them online and then you painted them, or?
The necklaces and the gold bar stuff, they're actually ceramic.
Oh, cool.
The 3D printed stuff, I did a knuckle bones board with actual dice from printables.
Really?
And a miniature statue of Lambert.
Oh, sweet. Is this your first time at Isekai, or?
Yeah, it's my first time at Anime Con.
At an Anime Con? Oh, wow. How have you liked it so far?
Pretty great. The only business I'm planning on doing is snack dealing.
Yeah? Do you think you're going to come to more Anime Cons?
Maybe.
Yeah? If you come, would you bring your fleece that you've made and some of those really cool 3D prints and
ceramic gold?
Ceramic gold, yeah.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see those, man. That's so awesome. Well,
I also make mug crowns in ceramics.
Really? Wow.
You know the crown that you wear?
Yeah. The lamb's crown, the one.
Yeah,
the one
they're
who waits.
similar to mine. That's what I did.
Gotta be careful with them so they don't break.
Yeah.
Ah. So you do ceramics at school?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
In fact, my cult leader perform also has a mug crown like this.
Oh, sweet.
Which is basically a white mug, but with the eye being in brown with a white pupil.
Oh, wow. Wow, that sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I love that you've got all this talent, and the ceramics thing is such a unique thing. Like, I don't see people who do that as much these days. So I hope you keep that up, and I'd love to see your work in the future. That's so cool.
Maybe I'm also planning on bribing people here with my ceramic gold.
That would be very funny, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, here we are back at Isekai Anime Con. I am not Com. I've got this. I got this. Who am I here with?
I am Ifona Jezebel. I mostly go by Ifona, but that's online alias and all that.
Welcome back to the podcast. You were here. You were with us with the Anime Bonsai Green Room 2019. 19.
Yep.
I was like, what was that number again?
I only remember because the next year the world died. Or maybe it was 18. Crap. Maybe it was 2018.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One of those.
It was one of those.
Check them out. Booyah. Yeah. How's your convention been so far?
It's been pretty good. Yeah. This is becoming one of my favorite conventions just because it's fun. There's a lot of things to do that are nice and fun. I've been in the Idol competition both years. Not competition. It's not a competition. It's in a showcase. I've been in the Idol showcase both years. So
tell me about your Idol then.
Yeah. I just use my screen name, just Ifona. But I'm really into VTubers right now, specifically HoloLive. And so I did an original dance the first year with one of my favorite HoloLive girls, Korone. And then this year I just did an independent dancer on YouTube. I did a cover of her dance to somebody's, which is Marin. So cool. Been getting into dancing because I have this cosplay dance group I'm a part of, and I was like, should I dance? I know I can cosplay, but should I? And I'm actually realizing that I love dancing. It's a lot of fun.
That's so awesome. I always see the idol groups and whatnot, but I didn't realize how much it's grown and become such a big thing. What if somebody wanted to get into idols? How become an idol, make a group? What would be your advice on that?
My advice would be look for things that you like when it comes to being an idol. Like there are idol shows, like Love Live is a big one, Idol Master. If you like boys, I know there's N-Stars, Idolish 7. I'm a big Vocaloid fan, so I like Project Sekai and anything Vocaloid. Just look for something that you like. And then if you decide, there's a whole bunch of dance covers you can find on YouTube. You can even use it as like a warm-up exercise routine. Just kind of like, and then see if there's places you can try, even if you like film and like the online's fun nowadays. You could just film yourself online and be like, hey, how did I do? You know, I just think this is fun. That's just my biggest advice is make sure you're having fun first, because
absolutely. I would like to get back in shape enough that I could dance confidently.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, I get that.
I'm like hurting from just walking around yesterday. Like, why am I getting old? Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's so fun seeing all the energy on the stage, and like everyone's like so passionate about like their idols and like being them, and just it's so cool. It's this whole new thing that I'm like, I want to learn more.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people you can ask. I know just in Utah there's a few groups that they'll like, we'll teach you more, and there's like people that want to be like their own idols instead of something that I like doing, which is more of character face. I dress up as a character and I am that character, when other people, part of what they want to do for idols is have like an idol sona, and they're the idol and they make their own original outfits. So there's almost like different degrees of things, because then you can get solos, duets, groups.
Sorry. Other than the idol stuff, like has there been any other events and things that you've done here this year?
I just ran a panel this morning, so Danganronpa, it's what I'm dressed as right now, Hajime Hinata, and we just did a panel. It was kind of thrown together a little bit, but we did our best, and I was like, hey, I'm really good at acting as this character. This is my first time cosplaying him, so
well done.
I was like, hey, I got this, because Danganronpa 2 specifically has always been one of my favorites.
That series is so much fun. Very dark.
It's very dark. Dark. Yeah.
Like saying that like very seriously is very dark, but it's also so good.
It is.
That was one where I was like, no, I was like, I'll watch it, I'll see, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
And I'm into dark things in general. Like yesterday I was running around for, it's my new thing that I'm really into. It's Fear and Hunger, but it's a small RPG Maker horror game. It is extremely, extremely dark, so like, be warned. I'm just warning you now. It's very dark.
Disclaimer, look at it before you play.
Yes, please. Very much so, because it does have some triggering elements in it, but I love stuff like that. You know, if it doesn't trigger me, I'm like, this is kind of fascinating.
Let's check this out.
Yeah, so.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, where can people find you online so that they can see more of your work, your idol work? I want to watch more of it.
Yes.
So.
Well, my main account is Ifona Jezebel on Instagram, and our cosplay dance group is Stardust Sovereign. We also have a YouTube, and I actually have my original Corona dance up there right now, so you could watch it. We're hoping to get some more dance content out this year. Fingers crossed.
Hey, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'll look out for it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So the interview with all the cosplay idols, not cosplay idols, sorry, just idols in general, with music and dancing and all that stuff, that is one that is a growing thing in our community, and I'm so intrigued by it. I actually want to watch like the next idol competition, because I wasn't able to watch it while I was there because I was at the table, but I could hear it, and like the cheers and the screaming, and like some of them were actually singing with their actual voices on stage. I'm like, man, I want to watch that.
Nice. Yeah, it can be like a really amazing, fun, supportive culture, and like it can also be, if you go into like some of the like any, I guess, celebrity thing, there can be some problematic stuff. But I think the camaraderie that I see from people that work in like trying to put together like idol dance groups for competitions, like you have to really trust and care about the people that you're working with, just to know like where they're going to be and when. And like, I don't know, some of my favorite like skits have been these little newbie like teenage groups where they're like just getting into craftsmanship, but they have practiced so hard on these dances and they know exactly like where to be, and they have the big smiles on their faces, and it's just, I don't know, it's hard not to like get excited and want them to like do well, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I want to start trying like dancing just to like feel like I'm getting in the groove. I was just no way I could dance on the level that these kids do, but
Mercedes,
just that energy is infectious. I could try. I just don't want to be a stick in the mud no more. That's a low bar.
I think it is like any other skill that you hone and practice until you are happy with the result.
Excellent. As long as I'm not a stick in the mud, that's what I want.
No one knows you a stick in the mud.
If you see me ever dance, like, it is very much like stick in the mud, like, oh gosh.
I was at your wedding. I've seen you dance.
It was not good.
Oh my god.
Oh my word. That doesn't count. But yeah, no, I just love the energy that these kids are bringing to this, and just how excited they get about talking about it. Yeah. Also, VTubers. That's a whole new world for me. Like, there were so many cosplays in the contest that were VTubers, and they had dances that went with them and songs, and I'm just like, this is a whole new world.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that passion when I was a teenager, or had like access to all these like fun communities and resources. Like, it's just so fun to see them get excited and want to like up their level of competition and just to perform. Like, there were soloists, there were groups, and I don't know, it was just so much fun to see everybody's progress and to see everybody having a good time. And yeah
it kind of leaves you like, this is gonna be okay. The kids are all right kind of vibe.
The kids are all right. Yeah.
Like, do you ever go to a musical and it just like makes you feel like going home and doing something creative on your own too? Like, that kind of like inspiration that just makes me excited to go and create too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's listen to a few more interviews.
Yeah.
Your name?
The Beholders Art and Cosplay on Instagram.
Which is like the coolest name ever. The Beholders Art and Cosplay.
Yes.
I love that so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so you were yesterday very impressive. Do you want to tell our listeners who you were and what you won yesterday?
So I was Steed Bonnet from Our Flags Means Death, and I won Master's Best Craftsmanship.
Which was solid, guys. Solid, all right? So I was back there. They walk in with this amazing steed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you should see Kimi, because Kimi's a huge historical accuracy buff. Her mind was blown. It was amazingly well done, very clean. What inspired you to choose Steed?
I just honestly really liked how the outfit looked, and I kind of related to his struggles with with having a good family and being able to connect with people like that in the show. And so I just kind of wanted to embody the character.
Awesome. I need to watch this show. Like, everyone who's hearing that is probably going to be like, Mercedes! Yes, I know. I hear a lot of good things about it, and hearing that, like, about the characters, I'm like, I love that kind of storytelling as well. So you had seen what they had created in the show, and you said that you're like, that's fine, but it's not actually perfectly historically accurate. So how did you do your research to make sure that yours was actually historically accurate?
I ended up watching a lot of historical costumers on YouTube and looking at a lot of extant garments. Like, you can Google the pictures of the extant garments to see where their seam lines were placed. And I did end up finding some pictures of the patterns for the extants. So it was actually really fun and helpful to get where your seam lines are placed, especially on the back panels. Like, you definitely need to get the arms, eyes, and shoulders correct, or it doesn't look correct. So that's how I ended up going about it for every piece, pretty much.
And how did you make sure that each piece was correct on you for sizing and all of that? Because you said that you draw your own patterns and do mock-ups and everything. So Tell us about that process.
So I usually just end up tracing a random shape onto a piece of paper, my big, large roll of paper, just what I think something should look like. I end up cutting it out of my mock-up fabric, usually ends up a little too big, and I just pin the crap out of it until it fits correctly and do a lot of seaming, and sometimes you'll just need to add extra pieces of fabric wherever you need it to be to make everything fit right, but I'm not very precise about anything until like the very end of just layering up the two sides and cutting just to make sure everything's even on both sides.
Awesome. Do you have any, so at the end of each episode, we usually do like a cosplay horror story. So that's usually like some sort of mishap that happened, or like, oh no, this thing happened, but it was fixed later, or it can be this really sweet thing happened in this cosplay. It could be a happy story as well. Do you have anything with Steed in particular that like gave you a moment of panic, or like a fan saw and gave you a moment of joy, or both?
For actually panic. Yesterday I went to the bathroom, everything was great right before prejudging. And then I was like just making sure I put my bag down, and I was taking random things out of the pockets of the vest and waistcoat, and I lifted up the pocket flap and the entire thing fell off. And so you guys, and prejudging was running ahead of time. So I was like, the people were like, you're early, you have time to fix it. I'm like, I almost started freaking. I'm like, no. But I actually learned from my friend Ink Dragon Cosplay to make sure you're prepared and bring like a little travel sewing kit, and that's always helpful, because if I didn't have that, then I'd have to run all the way up to the repair station and back, and I'm like, I don't know if I would have made it in time to prejudging with that.
I love that. That's very like hopeful. Definitely a moment of panic where you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
For people who want to find you online, where can they find your work?
So I'm mainly on Instagram, and I do think I have a TikTok, and they should be both under the Beholders Art and Cosplay.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. You also look amazing today. You should tell people what you're wearing right now.
Right now, I'm just I made a Mimikyu cosplay. It's just like a fleece overcoat with Mimikyu's face and stuff on it.
It looks so cozy, guys. It's so cozy. All right, thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
So, still at Isekai Con, final day. My energy's like...
Dude.
I am now here with...
It's Carly, or Roman Candle Cosplay.
This person is amazing. Why have I not had you on here before? Tell us, our listeners, like what kind of costumes you've made and all that, because it's amazing crap. I'm not swearing. See, David, I did better this time.
I'm sorry if I let it slip out. I try not to.
It's okay. We got an editor.
Cool. Okay. If I do accidentally do it, you better do like the dolphin sound effect, though.
Oh yes, yes. All right, David, you've got your cue there.
Let's see. I started way back in 2009, more in the anime scene. First ever cosplay was Rin Kagami's Daughter of Evil from Vocaloid.
Whoa.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
Ran into Panon, like, in the thing, and was like, oh my god, you're a ballerina! She was just like, what? Okay, hi. So I think she was wearing a Princess Tutu cosplay. First year I met her.
Oh, I forgot she had done that.
Yeah. Forever ago. So I stayed in the anime scene for quite a while, and then when FanX came around, like 2014-ish, I started going more into the superheroes, like female Captain America, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Took a U-turn, got into the Star Wars costuming clubs, got way in over my head on that with how many, and then now I'm kind of swinging back into anime, getting back to my roots again, because I missed it. It's been too long since I built something, and then latest anime cosplay outside of Kaname from Full Metal Panic that I bought was Violet Evergarden a couple years ago.
Nice. How have you, like, okay, so this is something I've noticed, like, especially at this convention, and, like, a couple years ago I bought my first, like, bot cosplay from online and whatnot. The quality has gone drastically up.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. And, like one thing that drives me so nuts is my second ever cosplay was Sora from Kingdom Hearts, that first outfit. And I mean, it drives me nuts, but I'm also happy for it.
Yeah.
But I remember buying that Keyblade off of eBay, and it was PVC for the actual key slot, and then it was wood, which was really good quality.
Yeah.
And I paid like $200 at the time for it, which was a really good deal.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And now you can go buy them at any con for like $25 and they look 10 times better. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so insane, but I love it because it's just so much easier for people to access with tight budgets and stuff like that.
Yes.
The quality is 10 times better.
It lets you it's like, I want to be that, but I want to build that right now. And you can still feel like it's high quality and just, I freaking love it so much.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, between even that Sora cosplay and then Kaname that I just bought like last year, I was like, this quality is like 10 times better. Like the seams are really clean and straight. It's just, it's still that kind of school uniform polyester that they use, but it's actually like 10 times better quality. And I even was telling Jared, I'm like, it's insane how far cosplay has come in like 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's
very cool Witcher walking by. You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I'm ADD in now.
Mood.
But yeah, what's been your favorite cosplay that you've made so far, or worn?
Man. Gosh, there's a few of them. I mean, I love wearing my Jawa because it is just fun to terrorize people in it.
Your Jawa's so perfect.
Thank you. It was surprisingly actually easy to make. Like the worst part was just dyeing the fabric because there's so much, and had to go have a friend help me with their bathtub because I don't have anything like that in my house because we also rent and I don't want to dye my tub. But that's fun just because, you got to have fun with people. You got to terrorize them a little bit. You can walk around and steal a kid's hat and run off with it and they'll chase after you being like, give it back! And it's so funny. It's so funny.
Stealing from children.
I mean, we always give it back, or sometimes we try to barter it back to them. And they play along. It's so much fun. And then, obviously, Violet has a really special place in my heart because she was kind of my comeback story because I lost confidence in my sewing and stuff for a few years and didn't really make a lot myself. So I said, no, this is my comeback story. I'm going to go compete it and do amazing. And I made half the audience and judges cry that year from the skit. So I was like, cool.
That was such a good one.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Who's it? I think it was Amber, one of the judges, I think was her name.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
When I went up onto the stage to get the award, she was like, were you crying? And I was like, I was trying. I could do it up through the dress rehearsal, just not on stage. She's like, we thought you were. And I was just like, I tried.
Everything about that was such perfection. Such perfection.
But yeah, no, I really, with that, I feel like I love it because not only was it a comeback story, but I also feel like it did up my craftsmanship level because I did put my whole entire being into making that and, trying to blend the anime version of those ruffles into some sort of reality because they were never consistent. There was 3 separate designs in the season for it. So my first cosplay though is always going to have a special place in my heart because that's what got me here today. So yeah. There's a few that I love for different reasons, but those are probably my top 3.
I love that. With the your comeback cosplay. Oh, your shoe. Sorry, there was a random shoe over here. We now have the owner.
No, we were talking kind of like I was giving them some pointers, and they left it.
But yeah, with the comeback cosplay and all that, was it burnout or just
somebody
not
was.
To get too personal.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how to say it nicely and not be pointing fingers.
Yeah,
somebody that was very close to me definitely did knock down my confidence and kind of got me feeling like I couldn't do anything without them. And then after I finally got them out of my life, it was, no, I can do all this. I have done all this. Let's take it to the nth degree and see what I really can do. In less than a year, I think it was. I think I really started hammering out in February and then had it done a couple weeks before Bonsai in October. It was beginning of October, I think. So it was just kind of trying to put that confidence in myself and my craft. And Violet's story really did help too. I mean, it was about overcoming a lot of her trauma.
That relation.
Yeah.
You related to that, and was it? We all could see that in that performance. It was so good.
Yeah, I actually found an authentic typewriter from the 1920s, and it was really fun to work with. And you could actually get it to type and ding and slide, and I felt awful covering that case, but I was like, it's okay, it's getting new life and love.
New life and new love, I like that.
So that was really fun. That was a really fun talking point to the judges, too. They were like, how'd you find that? I'm like, eBay, I want it in auction. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, we'll have the...
I know.
what advice would you give to someone who is maybe going through something similar or feeling like their confidence has been shattered, whether it's from external or even just their internal demons getting at them? Like, you are just really inspiring with all that. Like, it was so great to see you coming back, and like, we missed you.
Oh, thanks. I know it'd probably be hard, but keep going because you're surprisingly capable about what you can actually do. I didn't even think I was going to be able to even make that bustle on the back of the dress and have it be poofy. And in some of Sooty's storks, even my fiance was like, "You've got the silhouette, Carly. Like, you did it." And so yeah, just keep going because you're more capable than you realize, and you'll learn new things too, which is great. Like, I learned how to work with silk to pony, and oh my gosh, my allergies were going nuts though.
Are you allergic to silk to pony?
It's just all the fibers. That like it kicks up like little dust fibers. Same with the Jawa because it's more of those like natural fabrics. But yeah, definitely keep going with it even when it feels hard. But also if you don't feel like 100% up to it and you know it deep in your gut, it's totally okay to drop out.
Yeah.
And save it for later, work on it, and make it the best you can be.
Yeah. That's always a hard one. Like, because you're like, I put all this time into it, but it's like, it can still go to something else. Mm-hmm. Don't burn yourself out.
Yeah.
It's okay to take a step back.
Yeah, exactly.
So just coming back to Isekai, what's been your favorite thing here at this con? I love this con because it's just been so chill.
Yeah,
it's been really great.
Intimate,
talking.
Not in the weird creepy way.
Yeah, not creepy intimate.
But it's just nice because it's like, you could do the whole like vendor circuit in like an hour if you're really spending time with it.
Yeah.
But it's a good place to just catch up with your friends and see all the fun art. And I do like how small it is because sometimes with FanX, with how big it is, which is great, I love it, but you just get so overwhelmed because there's so much and you miss out on things. Where here, it's actually kind of hard to miss out on things.
I love that we have these like variety of conventions in
Yes.
Utah now.
Yes.
Like, having this is its second year. It feels like it went a lot smoother.
Oh my
than
gosh,
last
yeah.
year.
Oh my gosh.
Much better location. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm not complaining. I'm like 10 minutes away.
Oh.
So yeah. No, it's definitely feeling a lot better than last year. Like, they've really started to work some of the kinks out. So I'm really excited to see what it's going to be like next year. I hope it's at the same location, but if it's not, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace too.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was talking with some others earlier where I was like, man, we all had that itch for like an anime con, and this helped fill it at the perfect time of year.
Yeah. Kind of gives you the bridge between Bonsai and FanX, because now with Anime Town coming in too, which I've never been to. I've heard it's really fun.
I haven't been to it, but Panin has, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoping I can go to it. Was it next month?
Shoot, is it that fast?
I think so. I don't remember. But that's one of the things I liked when FanX did the springtime showcase, because it was kind of just that nice, like, middle, take it easy kind of event. So it does feel like it helps bridge that gap between the length of time between Bonsai and FanX, and kind of helps get some of that, I don't want to say, like, twitchiness out, but,
Yeah, scratch that itch.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I do appreciate it being earlier in the con season. Yeah. And February's nice weather too.
Absolutely. So where can people find you online if they wanted to? I know you were saying that you're not super active on the socials.
Yeah, I mean, it comes in waves, but you can find me on Facebook at Roman Candle Cosplay. I don't post there as much anymore. I mainly do more on Instagram, which is Illuminati_Dorito. Totally not a Gravity Falls reference. And then you can find me on TikTok. I believe it's Roman Candle 29, but I just more lurk. So if you want to send me some funny videos, I like birds.
Send them some funny videos. All right, so thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, wait. Do you have a cosplay horror story you want to share?
Yes.
Do it. I keep forgetting to ask this,
So it was back when I cosplayed Nora Valkyrie from Ruby. I did her season 4 outfit. Super fun. And it was the second year I went to Anime Expo, so it would have been 2017, 2018, around there. Anyway, so I had the hammer, and it was the size of it, just to give you a scope, the entire length from the head of the hammer to the back is the same length as those like replica portal guns. So that's why we kind of was like, oh, here it is, comparison to my head. How are the proportions? And it worked perfectly. So I had that on my shoulder, and it's about like 20 pounds in entirety weight. And so I had it on my shoulder. And this guy comes up, which, you know, I'm not going to judge, but he looked a little out of place. He was like a cowboy anime dude. And at first we were kind of like, what? You know, not judging again. But this kind of cowboy kid come up and he's like, oh, that looks heavy. Let me take it for you. And I'm like, no, it's fine. It has a perfect balancing point on my shoulder. Fits well. Doesn't hurt. And he just... Right. Oh, it's all good. And he just kept insisting. And I'm like, dude, no, it's fine. And then he grabbed it and tried to pull it off my shoulder. And he was like and he just said, let me be chivalrous. And I said, I don't need your chivalry. Give me the hammer or I'm going to break your kneecaps. And I actually did almost swing, but he finally backed off and just ran away. But I was like, don't touch people's props unless they let you, dude. Like, oh my gosh. So
chivalry, jeez.
I know. And it's like that thing, honestly, if you hit it from like any of the sides of the cylinders, probably would have broken. But if you would have hit it from the head of the hammer, that thing was actually reinforced by PVC pipes facing perpendicular. So when I was telling my friend who made it, Ren Fisher, I don't know if you know her. Yeah, she was the one that made it originally. And I was telling her this story and she goes, honestly, you probably could have broken his legs. And I'm like, I'm not going to, but that's good to know how strong it is. Dang, like pumpkin smashing. So, but yeah, that's my cosplay horror story.
Perfect.
So. But,
thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. Yeah, it's fun.
You're awesome.
Now I'm on the podcast. Woo!
Yes.
Carly, I want to say again, thank you so much for sharing your story on that. I know that was a tougher time in your life, and I know I was like, oh, we're going to suddenly go down this little bit of route, but I'm really glad that you're willing to share that, and I hope others are inspired, and it's like I was hearing her story, and I don't know, just... Guys, go check out Roman Candle Cosplay. Excellent, excellent work from this person. Oh, heck yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, do we have any, on a lighter note, do we have any
horror stories? Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Of course, we've got some horror stories. You can also share your horror story on our cosplay Discord server. You can also email those in, but we'll talk about those like we always do at the end of the episode. This one comes from Becky Boo Bear. They say, oh no! Apparently, my cutting mat was leaning against my baseboard heater. Gonna follow some guides, heating it up with an iron and wet towel, then letting it sit overnight, smushed back down by books. And it's got like a 45-degree kink in the mat. It looks pretty bad.
no.
Since that was a short one, we'll go for another short one. This one's from Tim. All this math and all this calculating, I just don't know what went wrong. This was a split clamp for a piece of 2-inch PVC on my cosplay. Once the holes were drilled, it was supposed to get cut in half, then the bottom half threaded, and then it attached together with machine screws. Well, as you can see, the holes for the threads aren't supposed to come out that side. I'm absolutely upset by all this maths, and still, it's broken. So, two definite like losses, but like
I was gonna say, Tim, were you measuring with Boo Bear's cutting mat? I'm sorry.
It got an angle on there. You gotta consider that.
I hope that gets better. I hope you're able to fix it, and I am sad to lose a good cutting mat. That was a bummer.
Definitely.
But if y'all at home have stories you want to share, whether they're happy, if they're haunted, if they're just telling us how you're doing, you can check in with us at cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com,
or you can go to the website at cosplaystitchandseam.com and fill out our forums there, or
go to the Facebook page, tell our fantastic community your horror stories, or go to our Discord, which the link is on our website. We would love to have you there. It's a great time. It's very, very chill. And while you're on the internet, please help out the show. It means a lot to us. That's really, it's so great to like hear people sharing with Isekai. We saw a huge influx of people joining our server, and they were absolutely welcomed with warm arms, and it was just happy smiles. It was fantastic. And of course, share the podcast with a friend, or support us on our Patreon, patreon.com/cosplaystitch. Some of the amazing people that we need to thank are Misty Lee, Jack S, Cynthia Eve Cosplay, Starfetcher, Troft Cos, Lydia, Yggdrasil, Dr. Steggy, Cynics, Hot Riku, Jazzy Kofed, Jaguar Quinn, Gloria Shu, and
Silver
Deeds.
Next.
By the way, I got stickers from Silver Deeds for you guys.
Oh, heck
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I missed her. Oh, I got a really dumb joke for you.
Okay.
What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both parasites.
Oh!
Hey! Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.